Human impact on our landscape is everywhere, even in the sparse areas of Maryland's eastern shore. But what about our waterways?
Here on the eastern shore of Maryland and throughout Delaware, colonists came to this country. One of the first things they started to do was to build mill ponds because they needed mills in order to generate power so that they could mill flour, saw wood.
The successful project to remove the Bishopville Dam, completed almost 2 years ago, has been touted worldwide as the new innovative solution for restoring fish passage where a mill dam once stood.
There's been a dam here for some 50-plus years.
Folks have a strong affinity for the ponds. They ice skated on these ponds, so they don't want them to go away.
I live right up the street, and every day when I get off the bus, I just come down here.
The Bishopville Dam has existed in various configurations since the 1870s. Along the Bunting branch of the St. Martin's River.
St. Martin's River has the worst water quality, and it's flowing into all of our coastal bays.
Coastal bays are the most biologically diverse bay system in the whole state of Maryland.
It served as a barricade to natural stream flow in this 13.5-mile drainage area, creating stagnant waters in this 5-acre pond and pounding high volumes of sediment and pollutants.
Chicken processing company dumped chicken waste into the Bishopville Prong for many, many decades, and the water quality in this prong was absolutely atrocious.
This was a slime pond during the summer for the last 40 years.
It was something you could smell for miles away. You would never ever swim in. You would be lucky to catch any fish, even a carp in.
Back then, my dad didn't catch too many fish down here.
And creating an obstacle for migratory species.
There's a bunch of dams blocking where they need to go to reproduce.
The purpose and the main objective of this project was to get fish passage.
To allow the fish to move up into the spawning areas. That was really a win-win for everyone.
We wanted to try to restore white perch, shad, hopefully someday potentially rockfish, alewife.
Fish that we're targeting live in the ocean and they spawn and raise their young in freshwater.
Underwood & Associates designed and constructed an innovative project that removed the sheet pile dam and replaced it with a system of weirs.
To work with nature and not to proscribe or dictate the movement of the water.
To let the water down slowly enough that fish will be able to migrate back through the restored stream channel.
The stream restoration design increased water storage and treatment through a series of in-stream riffles and pools, sized to maintain live flow at a depth appropriate for fish movement.
We provided them a series of smaller stair steps so they could just navigate from one riffle to a pool to another riffle to a pool.
Within a month of the project's completion, fish were seen upstream of the dam.
They're coming out of the bays, they're coming into the fresh water.
So many more different species of fish than we used to catch.
It's not just fisheries, it actually creates a lot of really great habitat for amphibians and birds along the shoreline.
Bald eagles, ducks, I've seen groundhogs before, muskrats.
Osprey feeding yesterday.
You build it, they will come, really holds true.
It was constructed in a little over 4 months in late 2014, with the addition of another weir downriver in 2017.
Really very, very happy with the way the project turned out and the way that it functioned in a very, very heavy rainfall.
Approximately 9 inches or so in a very short period of time. Which is a significant rain event.
The water was about a foot below the top of the bridge. The project remained in place.
We're really trying to design with nature, and when you do that, you're really using minimal structures so that we can make a project that's going to be, self-sustaining over the long haul.
We worked with DNR, Worcester County, Fish and Wildlife, with Keith Underwood.
He's an artist on a backhoe.
It's phenomenal to watch him, and he really took ownership.
This innovative project has earned praise from elected officials and the community.
It's fantastic. This is about science and being able to do things. When you're able to sit and design and incorporate your science into a creative approach, this is what this is all about.
Creating not only new habitat, but a place where the community comes together to connect with the water.
Local people were kind of skeptical in the beginning, but they've been surprised how nice it is, and a lot of them are actually coming down here and walking everywhere they can walk.
It's just such a beautiful area down here, and it just gives me time to relax and just calm down. I I just love fishing. It's my passion.
What we're looking at, these types of projects, this is the future.
Really the model for innovation for restoring fish passage across the many, many mill dams of the Delmarva Peninsula.
I really love this project. It's basically the coolest thing I've ever been involved with.